Alright everyone, this episode will be devoted to lore and exploring the town of Harmondale. Any combat that does occur will be unintentional. Next episode, which I do plan on recording and uploading right after this one, will have us explore and clear out Castle Harmondale. So if you're not into the lore and if you don't really want to explore the town, then by all means, just skip ahead to that one. Okay? Okay. So, quest log only consists of this, which is part of the main quest path. This is mandatory for you to clear out Castle Harmondale of the tribe that has infested it. Auto notes wise, we've got notes about Emerald Island that we can never reach again. And we have this miscellaneous bit, accepted Fireball Wand from Mr. Malwick on Emerald Island. Map, we're not too far from the top left corner. And by the way, by no means are you obligated to clear out Castle Harmondale immediately. Once you're off Tutorial Island, you have freedom to travel as you please in this game. But, well, this is a casual playthrough, just relaxing, calmly strolling through. We'll safeguard our home before leaving. It's a matter of pride, you know? Calendar, we spent a month on Emerald Island. It is 1168. Keep in mind that the events of Might and Magic 6 occurred in 1165, which was 10 years after the Succession Wars, which was Heroes of Might and Magic 2. And now, for some history. Author's Forward. Lord Markham has asked me to prepare this history of Castle Harmondale and its owners, so that future generations will not forget the great events that transpire here. I hope I can remain true to this task. As key events occur, you can count on me to write them in this book as faithfully as possible, be they for good or for ill. It is not my place to judge what transpires here, merely to record. May Providence smile upon us, and may the music volume not swell to be obnoxiously loud over Grimith. Wendell Tweed, Court Historian. What has gone before? Castle Harmondale was completed in 689 as the first line of defense against Elvish forces led by King Lotho IV during the Timber Wars. In a sign of things to come, it fell to an Elvish assault just 3 years later at the infamous Battle for Harmondale. Since then, the castle has changed hands 13 times in bloody conflicts, with hundreds of deaths. In all but 2 of the cases, the castle has been controlled by either Arathia or Avli, but those 2 cases are remarkable. In 817, the long-suffering citizens of Harmondale tore the cruel Baron Danforth Octavio to pieces in the streets over his enthusiastic tax collection methods. Seizing the moment, the mob elevated Mayor Ty Vespin, the King of Harmondale, and installed him in the castle. The glorious reign of King Vespin I lasted exactly 6 weeks. Arathian King Aaron Griffinhart IV marched on the town with 2 veteran legions and put King Vespin and his loudest supporters to the sword. With this victory in hand, King Griffinhart then marched upon the elves, who slew him in battle 2 weeks later. The castle returned to Elvish control in 818. More recently, the necromancer Lord Terence Rockwind II seized the castle as part of his expansion plans in 1008. The few citizens who survived this conquest did so by hiding in the hills for the year he was in control of the castle. Witnesses reported signs of a frenzied excavation taking place at the castle, but when Harmondale was retaken in the fall of 1009, no evidence of digging or construction could be found. For that matter, no prisoners ever taken to the castle by the necromancers were ever seen again. Alright, music. You need to calm the hell down. The Great Contest, February 12th, 1168. The new lords arrived today at Castle Harmondale. Ruling jointly by Lord Markham's decree are Flailfist, Revicane, Vic, and Princess J2. There was, I am sad to say, no ceremony or welcoming party. As a matter of fact, a small band of goblins have moved in the castle and refused to leave without a fight. I, for one, am forced to stay in the town inn until they are evicted. I must describe the townspeople's attitude toward their new lords as guardedly hostile. There is no expectation that they will last longer than a few months. Little hope they will be any better than the last lords, and a good deal of fear that they will be much, much worse. Given the history of this place, I can't blame them, but I do hope they will be proven wrong. The traditional rulers of Harmondale, Arathi and Avlee, have not really noticed the change in ownership, but I'm sure that's just an oversight that will be corrected soon. Since Harmondale is currently under human rulership, I expect the Queen's tax collectors will be by shortly to inquire. And there's your lore. I'll compromise a bit on the music. It's reminding me of the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 soundtrack, where it just wants to swell up, and hard for me to read and focus with that just bursting in the background. Okay. Got a chest over here. Not trapped. We'll go ahead and pick up this gold. We're going to leave this mushroom. It can be used to make catalyst, whatever.
That's rubbish.
It is, but we'll pick it up to sell. We can definitely use the gold. We've already got 500 gold pieces to our name in this convenient untrapped chest left next to the castle. I'm pretty sure there's not one on the other side. Check the back. Yeah, we're good. Over here, I believe we have Mark Manor. But we'll be back up here in a bit. Darren the Fool. Jackie the Monk. Hey, Jackie.
Greetings and salutations.
Increases the unarmed and dodging skills by 2 for all characters. Mario the Chaplain.
Greetings and salutations.
Who casts the Bless spell at Master rank once per day. Quartermaster helps with food, I'm pretty sure. We have a Town Hall. If you get a fine on your head from doing bad things, you can come to a Town Hall to pay it off. You can also come to a Town Hall every month to get a bounty set. This is not set until you actually go into the Town Hall, and it is randomly determined. For example, this month's bounty is a Walking Dead. If I find a Walking Dead, kill it, and come back before the month's end, I get 1,300 gold pieces. I do know where the Walking Dead are. It is possible that we could do that in time, but we won't. It's one of those things where it's like, if it's convenient to do, then sure.
Greetings and salutations.
Wendell the Chimney Sweep has seen some shit in his life, but he's still alive. Perhaps that's where the luck comes in. Alejandro the Factor, Deidre Brewer.
Greetings.
You won Lord Markham's contest. By the way, when you hear that greetings, that's coming from the character I have selected.
How are you?
Good day. Hello.
Thanks, J2. You won Lord Markham's contest? Good luck. Last people who tried to clean this place up went into Castle Harmondale, and it never came out. Respectfully, my lords, I must say that no one expects you to last long, because no other lords of Harmondale have lasted long. The fighting and politics between Arathi and Avlee will claim you sooner or later. Probably sooner. Thanks, Deidre. Y'all have a nice day.
Need some training?
Hadrian here is willing to train you up. Filters and elixirs. Got a guard. Reve or Revi. Not sure how you pronounce that name exactly. Jed the Explorer. He's doing a little bit of a jiggle here. This is the Adept Guild of the Earth, the Initiate Guild of the Earth, excuse me, but
Members only.
we're not a member of the Earth Guild. Now, Harmondale is an interesting place magic-wise because it is home to 7 schools of magic. Water, Earth, and Mind make their first appearance here. Water, Earth, and yes. But then you have like the next tier guilds for Fire, Spirit, Body, and Air.
Welcome to the Fire Guild.
Where you'll notice that there are some expert level books here. Like Fireball and Haste Spell, which, no, don't use Haste Spell. It does not function properly. He is virtually willing to give it away for 1,500 gold, or, if we have the merchant selected, 1,335. Not that great of a deal. Over here, however, I'm pretty sure is something that will be a great deal. for our characters. Now, if Revicane tries drinking from this, there's nothing here. Wrong well, Grimith. There is nothing here. No good deals for anyone. Here's Deanna Diedrich.
Greetings.
Tell us about the Warlock's tunnels. During the war, the Warlocks tunneled from Nyon through Stone City to get to the mainland and seize territory. Even though they were pushed back to their island by Arathia, the tunnels remain. Rebellions here in Harmondale are rare, but we've had a couple of big ones. Most of the time, lords here don't last long enough to rebel against, but there have been some wicked ones. Not that I think you're wicked, my lords. Of course. Stepping off of Guild Hill, we can grab access to Fire Guild membership. We already have it. The Warlocks of Nyon live in Thunderfist Mountain, an extinct volcano on a large island a few miles from the mainland. During the recent wars, the Warlocks tunneled through Stone City to transport their forces across the channel. Those tunnels are still open and can be traversed. And if we didn't have Air Guild membership, we could pick it up here. Here, we have some shopkeeps for weapons and armor. We also have Trevor the Locksmith.
See anything you want?
If we wanted to learn at Chain, we could do so here, and I do have some interest in Chain, though I will not be learning anything at this time. We barely have any money. We have Hairbog over here, and you'll notice some enemy indicators off there in the distance. That's right, there are goblins right outside of the town gates, which isn't a gate so much as a fucking archway.
Hey there!
Good day, my lords. How do you fare? If you seek aid from Arathia, light the beacon fires near the road to the Barrow Downs, Arathia, and the Telerian Forest. The Arathian forces near here will see the fires and rush to your aid. Thank you for that advice. Perhaps we shall look for Arathian assistance after we clear out our castle.
Come in, come in.
Here, Tavern. We could learn skills, of course. We could start playing Arcomage if we had an Arcomage deck, which we don't. Our butler's hanging out here, waiting for us to complete the quest, and Davric Palladium. My lords, I was beset by foul bandits when I returned from Avley, and they took everything I had brought with me from the elves. They even took my signet ring. Without it, I cannot continue my business because I cannot seal contracts between myself and other merchants. I've heard the bandits base themselves out of a camp in Arathia, but I'm no warrior. I'd not last a minute against them. Please, go to Arathia and see this justice done. Perhaps we shall. Another locksmith.
Good day.
Judd the armorer. Sioned Wardson.
Hey there!
I have heard rumors that the shrine to the southeast of here can send you to the land of the giants. I have been to the shrine many times, and it has never done anything special for me. Or is that you can get here from the land of the giants? I wonder. It's good to see someone in Harmondale again, my lords. The castle's been standing empty since the war, except for the goblins. But they don't count, I suppose. We also have horseshoes, which we are going to have Revicane pick up. We got 3 here. We got a few crates that have some goodies in them, but they're primarily reagents. I think there's a 3rd crate back there that I can get access to, maybe. But there's definitely a crate up here, which has 2 more horseshoes in it, along with a spear,
rubbish.
a leather cloak,
That's rubbish.
an amulet of +3 speed, bit of gold,
That's rubbish.
detect life scroll, and a meteorite fragment. We're gonna have Flailfish put on this cloak for now, but eventually, whenever we go to clear out the entire exterior of the humongous hordes of goblins that are out there, we're gonna put these armor pieces, like even the gauntlets, on Mama Vic. Because goblins will exclusively target dwarves in the party. I've noted this before. Speed-wise, There's no harm in having Flailfist wear this either. So let's make it happen. Now, these horseshoes are pretty neat. In that, well, since this is a nice, relaxing, casual playthrough, I'm going to give everyone a horseshoe. 5 skill points. 7 skill points. Each horseshoe is worth 2 skill points, excuse me. And you can find them outside of stables across the entire game. Mama Vic, let's just go ahead and dunk your head in. Huh. Well, must be nothing then. Doesn't matter. Here is where we can pick up Dodging Expert, as well as Unarmed Expert. Problem being there that we don't have enough money to train Flailfist in that. Fire Magic Master, which we definitely don't qualify for. Oh, also. Whenever you go to, like, get some training in these places, the person who will train you can also direct you to, effectively, who taught them. So if you'd like to keep track of those locations, both of these folks are on Evanmorn Island. Ulbrich Crane. And Ulbrich the Brawler. My Magic 7 is kind enough to keep that in auto notes for you in the Instructors tab. In the case of Ashen Temper, we're never going to be able to get Grandmaster like Fire Magic, so it's not of value for me to click on that. I know where she is anyway. She's on southwestern Arathia. But it could just, like, clog up your auto notes. Unless you're, like, interested in, like, learning the location anyway for, like, a future playthrough. Darren Temper here has a quest for us. My brother Elron was an avid Arcomage player. Have you played Arcomage yet? Horribly addicting game, if I do say so. At any rate, you can only play it if you have a deck, and decks are hard to come by. So I guess you probably haven't. In any case, Elron wanted to go over some strategies to help him win more games. Unfortunately, he didn't want to be in town because he didn't want anyone else to spy on him, learn his tricks, so he went to the White Cliff Caves southeast a bit from town. Elron hasn't been back in almost a week. I'm certain something horrible has happened to him, but if he's alive, I'd like to know that too. Would you do me the service of locating him? I don't have a lot of money to pay you back with, but I'd be greatly in your debt. Here, we can learn more about identify items and repair items. Here we get expert staff, as well as a leather expert. I think you are in Nyon, Ravisa. Yep. I guess technically I'll care about you. Avli? Damn, Ricotta. I think that's everyone, like, unique in this section of town.
Can I help you with anything?
Otto's Oddities. I would be interested in an item that boosts my disarm skill. I could have saved and loaded a bunch of times to try and make that happen. I did not, and we don't have anything for our troubles. Do I feel like buying a bunch of potion vials? Only gotta be 1 gold each, and they can be of convenience, so I don't feel like I have to keep coming back to the temple to heal. So
Can
we'll
I
do
help
that.
you with anything? Thanks. Come again.
Only one gold piece, as I said. These aren't identified for whatever reason, but I know exactly what they are. Their properties don't change. Oh well. What do you think? Oh, by the way, the JVC Corral.
Traveling today?
Reference to John Van Caneghem. Today, you can travel to Arathia. If you don't feel like taking the coach, you can head to one of the the map edges and rub your face against that to spirit you off to places.
Hi, how are you?
Ooh. Wait, I'm pretty sure those were like two...
Can I
there
help
were only
you with
like one
anything?
gold piece here, right? I'm pretty sure. But this alchemist
Hi, how are you?
has the audacity to charge me 2 gold for these things unless I'm using the merchant character. Rude. It's unlikely that I'm going to need all these potion vials, but it is a matter of convenience. These Ferna roots can restore spell points. We've got some stuff for hit points, and then... who knows? Maybe we'll make some potions. Who can say, right?
Hi, how are you?
Did I want anything else from you? I don't think so. Okay. By the way, here's a bank.
Can I help you?
Should you die in this game, death is not the end. You will cheat death. However, all of the money that you have on hand will be gone. Any money that you keep in the bank, however, is not gone. So if you play as not someone who likes to load the game when confronted with failure,
Hello.
you might make use out of a bank. 2-point bonus to Arms Master skill for all characters. Got a porter here, a chimney sweep. And now, we'll head up here. To Mark Manor. Lawrence Mark, champion bowman, the annual Avley tournament for the past 4 years. And he's the person to see if you want to become Master Archers. We have to become Warrior Mages first, however. Which is the... Warrior Mage is the first promotion for an Archer. Master Archer is one of the second promotions. By the way, a shield there for the Succession Wars. Whatever. Cardrick the Steady here can train you in Bow Grandmaster, which only a Master Archer or Sniper can learn. And also tell us about the Telarian Caves, or the Telarian Caves. What with all the wars that Avley gets itself into all the time and all the high taxes, I've moved to Harmondale to stay. Harmondale sees a lot of violence, but at least they don't conscript. You know, there's been so many wars in Avley that one of the kings had a tunnel dug from his castle to the caves in the north, just in case the castle was taken again. Body trainer, spirit or mind trainer? I'll answer that question. No, I had the doors reversed. We can learn spirit magic here. And Heather Dreamwright is an Arathia. Okay, so it's spirit and body here. Where was mind? Expert. Maybe it was an Arathia. There's multiple expert trainers, but only one master and one grandmaster. In almost every case. Hooray. So if we're looking to pick up Spirit Magic Expert, we can do so here. We didn't have Spirit Guild membership, we could pick that up here. And we can learn more about the Warlocks of Nyon. I don't have enough skill points for you to pick up Spirit Magic Expert, nor do I have enough money, but rest assured, I do want Spirit Magic Expert. Stratton Hillsman, Brother Bomba. Talia? Yeah! In Body Guild membership, we didn't have it. If you're looking for a teacher to begin serious monk training, speak with Bartholomew Hume. You can find him in the village south of the town of Harmondale. There is a train approaching my house, and we will go to the village south of the town after visiting a few more places in this ridge. Let's stop in and say hi to Torrent. How's it going, Torrent? Water Magic Grandmaster. Which no one can learn in this group. Dwarves live under the ground of the Barrow Downs, a barren collection of ancient grave sites built by their race centuries ago to honor fallen kings and heroes. Not all the barrows can be reached on the surface. Many are magically connected to each other through a system of teleporters and traps that protect the graves from those who would rob them. If you look closely at the walls, you should see markings that might help you navigate. Remember this text. Print screen it if you have to. It'll come back sooner than the Warlocks of Nyan will. I think Leonard Skinner lives over here. Yes, he'll teach you about Disarm Trap Master, which only a ninja could learn in this group. And a ninja is the Dark Aligned Monk, 2nd promotion. Monk is the only class in this game that has a different skill layout for its 2 2nd promotion tiers. With the Master being more magically oriented, and the Ninja being a bit more miscellaneous skill oriented. And Perrin Lightfingers can teach you how to steal, which we're not going to bother with. You could find a few reagents scattered across the map. I'm not going to bother. That much to go out of my way for these level 1s. Also, if you right mouse button on the map, you can see stuff like that. You can even do that on this screen. Gonna walk up here to Snow Ridge, just so that you folks can see that there's a contest of luck up there, where if we had sufficient luck, we could win skill points. There's not a blue flame up there, though. That one's a bit harder than the one we found on Emerald Isle, and we had Day of the Gods to help us with that. Well, the avenues leading out of Harmondale. Can actually go a bit further that way, I suppose. However, I do want to save the game. If you will indulge me. It can be difficult to get back up here after coming down here. Just want to walk down here. Perhaps we should cast Featherfall, just in case. Heavens forbid anyone get damaged. I don't think there's anything of value along the road here. 5 days, though, and we could be in Arathia. Neat, right? Could be a section where you're able to platform up, but I think there's a closer section that I would like. We're gonna head into the small village, though. We got a few folks. A few hours have passed in-game since I arrived here. Peasant, the Tinker, another peasant, Johann the Piper. Earth Magic Expert, which we can definitely make use out of as soon as someone gets enough skill points in that. Stone City? Oh no. That's not a dwarf name. Rebellions. Yes. Oh. Perception Expert, which, as a matter of fact, I will be picking up. I have the gold. I'm right here. What the hell? Things are sometimes hidden in the dungeons and castles of this land. You may have missed something without even knowing it was there. Perception increases your chance of finding these hidden things. Expertise in the perception skill doubles your chances of finding these hidden things. For 500 gold and a skill level 4 in perception, I will teach you. This guy is definitely in Tolarian Forest. Yeah. Raven the Hunter here is an Identify Monster Grand Master. A ways outside of Harmondale, there's a cave system that's always been the home of bandits, monsters, and other ne'er-do-wells. They're called the White Cliff Caves. If you're ever robbed or are looking for some evildoers to punish, all you gotta do is go up there. You will find a fight for sure. We'll definitely be up there later on. Not so much right now. Also, Sword Grandmaster. He is the town saver. We won't be picking that up in this game. Turgon Woodsplitter is an axe expert, and Dalin Keydedge, I'm pretty sure, is in Stone City. We won't be picking up any axe skills in this game either. Although the archer could certainly at least become axe expert. Oh goodness. Give me a moment. I guess I might do some video editing here. Whew, sorry about that. Not exactly too enthused about having to join these two parts together, but I wasn't quite done with the tour, and my body started cramping up, so... Plus 10 might, temporarily. That will certainly come out of use. Since that takes J2 to a not god-awful modifier. Though he still only has 22 hit points. Bartholomew Hume. Hello, I'm master of this monastery. Is there something I can help you with? It is normal for novice monks to ask for the path of enlightenment. I shall tell you of the path, though the journey is yours to make. In the Barrow Downs is a series of tombs, one of which was constructed on a site of great natural power. You will know the right barrow because it is different from the rest. Reach this barrow and meditate by the water. Your promotion to initiate will be complete. Ronald here. Sells membership into the Mine Guild. And bounty hunting. Anyone needing to earn some spare cash can visit a town hall in any major city to pick up a bounty hunting assignment. City councils are always fearful of the latest man-eating monster or bandit or mad wizard, and set bounties on the creature that is bothering them most this month. There's no rhyme or reason to their choices, so don't try to figure it out. They often pay quite well. Now there's a chest, crate, up here on this hill, but I don't want to upset the goblins, so I'm going to let it be. Eileen Farswell sells membership to the Water Guild. Also tells us about trading. Many traders all over Arathia hire out to travelers to deliver their goods. If you're ever in need of some extra coin, try finding one of these merchants and make a delivery for them. Edrin Sablewood sells membership to the Earth Guild. We are now members of the 7 guilds we have here in Harmondale. People say the dwarves live in the barren lands south of Harmondale, but that's not exactly true. They live under them. Look for their front gate in the center of the Barrow Downs, where 3 bridges meet. And finally, Rydrick here, who buys crates of Talarian wood and sells crates of arrowheads at the best prices around. So, this is a simple trader deal, where you can buy these arrowheads, deliver them to someone in Arathia, sell them, or if you've got Talarian wood, you could deliver it to Rydrick for a small profit. If you are strapped for cash for whatever reason, and that's the way you want to go about it. This isn't exactly the easiest guy to reach, though, for that sort of deal. Anywho, let's see if I can get my ass up here. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. We won't bother with the signal fires just yet. We are going to have to come out here again. They're a bit out of the way. I would like to wrap up the tour. We'll hit up the temple before we go. There is another side quest to pick up in there. Other than that, that's what there is to see here. So some guild, not some guild memberships, but some skill trainings I would like to pick up at some point. Body and spirit especially are going to be so wonderfully useful, to the extent that these points are already earmarked for that. Although Vic will either have to level up one more time, or I grant the final horseshoe to Vic. No rush, we can think about it. J2's inventory is full of herbs and vials, but we'll undoubtedly make use of some of that stuff too. Do I care enough about grabbing earth magic next? I don't think so. I would actually like to grab a nice expert alchemy early, I feel, to take advantage of what alchemy can do for us. At least show up alchemy to you folks. I mean, with the Druid Grandmaster of Alchemy here, we definitely gotta show off the alchemy. And whether it's actually worth anyone's time. Flail Fist, committed to the pursuits of kicking ass. Can't learn expert bow. But bodybuilding may be where we take Flail Fist next. Who can say? Who can say?
Do you need medical attention?
Wellman Cathedral. We have no one to turn to but you, the new lords of Harmondale. The Lantern of Light is a treasured holy relic, used by the temples of Arathia. Its value is more symbolic than of power. Without it, the temple's servants lose faith. This lantern disappeared while being brought to this temple from the temple in Stone City. We believe it was lost somewhere in the maze-like barrows. Please, find it and return it to us. Stars forbid how it ended up in the barrows, though, right?
Take care.
So, we have not really even explored half of this map region. There's plenty more to see, but out there are a bunch of goblin tribes that we'll have to deal with. But not now, and I don't even think next video. As I said, we've got a home to clear out. We can't bring these guards in with us. We're gonna have to do it ourselves. At least we got some extra might for the cause. Accuracy's still rubbish, though. That's unfortunate. But what can you do? We've picked up some new quests. We've got a few more things in auto notes. That'll be all. Take care, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the lore and getting a feel for our new home.